let's go ahead and cancel those naval invasions. You don't need to do any more of them. Meanwhile, the West Coast main invasion under Imamura, the conqueror of basically the entirety of the southeast. His units are starting to land, having come a much longer distance. And we have our first landings. You go and assist against San Fran. Let's get that done quickly. Let's go down to speed 3 so I can actually see what's happening. And there we go. San Francisco has fallen. So has Sacramento. And then Los Angeles and San Diego is going to land very, very soon. And there it is. Completely uncontested. The Americans didn't think we'd ever have the range. They were dead wrong. Of course, Mexico's in this fight too. We still need to take these bits. Right, so I was saying you come here, San Fran. Make sure we cancel any previous orders he may have had. And then you can come down here. Los Angeles. The fall of Los Angeles. After establishing a foothold on the American mainland, Japanese forces have converged on Los Angeles and routed the city's defenders. A long procession of Imperial troops marched down Central Avenue this afternoon, while Japanese newsreel photographers filmed the event. Before American forces retreated, fighting was reportedly fierce in several areas of the city. Hollywood suffered particularly heavy damage, and many Japanese officers have had their pictures taken in front of the perforated and crumbling Hollywood sign. For the Emperor! And we also need, because I have not forgotten, we have our Armoured Corps, who are also going to jump off here in San Francisco. And basically just push straight across the Great Plains, like so. And I would like to have some more convoys under construction, please, just in case we need them. Not because I've run out of ideas of other ships that I might need at some point. Nope. Be deleted because that was a success. And there we go. All Marine divisions are now on the ground. 2 full armies. And the war from the USA begins. Speaking of, we have a collaboration government established in the US. Let's see if we can get another one. Wow, she has 4 traits now. Nice. That was here, yeah. Keep going. See if you can punch across the strait. You should be able to. And there should be a whole bunch of troop transports heading over with the regular armies. These are still just the Marines that have landed. And I want to make sure that we secure our landing grounds in my usual way. Make sure that we have a buffer, at least one province all the way around. Like here, that's not enough. You may as well merge up with them. You've done it. That should be taken soon enough. You are attacking there. Fine. You go up there. You go there. And now air power. No air base there. We do have an air base here. Currently are extending in there. Please don't. And instead, here and here. So American troops are starting to arrive. They've retaken the port here in Alaska. However, virtually the whole of California at this point has fallen. Where are my reinforcements? Okay, they're actually pretty close. We lost an agent. That is irritating, but not the end of the world. Alright, troop transports are on the outskirts. And I think I am also going to... Oh, I can't. California's already maxed out on air bases. It's just unfortunately I don't control any of them. United States broke my cipher. That's unfortunate. Do we need a collaboration in Mexico? Maybe, but USA collaboration much more important. Wait, what? For Pete's sake. There we go. Keep going. And the first regular army divisions are just on the outskirts of arrival in America. And once these guys arrive, it's going to be much harder to entrench me out. Are the Canadians fighting? Not very hard yet. Although admittedly, the Canadians are the only ones who actually repulsed me from one of my landings. The Americans did not. Could have done this a lot better by just telling you lot to attack, but never mind. You there, you there, you there, you there, you there, go. Because thankfully my Marines seem to be significantly stronger than the American units. Might just be because of the quality of command. Might be because these are very good Marine units. For 1946, they're not amazing. They're not mechanized. At this point, I'm guessing it's mostly just quality of command. There we go, pocket closed. And here we are. The first tank units have arrived, although these are old tanks. They're like 1940. 6 years behind when you can get modern tanks. We don't even have the best guns. No, that's true. We don't. We are, however, going to make sure that the naval bases here are tip-top, because we're going to need a lot of resources coming through. And I think that all of these, which are not built yet, we're just going to go ahead and cancel. We're going to drop them down to the bottom so we can make sure that these get done first. Because now that a lot more troops are arriving, we're going to be using a lot more supply. Now we're just waiting for planning preparation. It's not a supply issue you're having. First ones to be able to attack will be these guys, I think. Plus, of course, the Marines who are already doing their thing. I misbuilt Port and San Fran, did I? Yes. Well spotted. Because at this point I kind of wish I had a bit more command power with which to launch attacks from. Ah, we can now get a lot more planes. And this is what I've been building up for. Let's not do these. Doesn't look like we really need them. Ah, I see your problem. You're also limited in your scope for an attack. Kind of the same as the Reds, keep on narrowing. I mean, actually, Cyan's there, so you may as well do that. That's also a double blue line. Let's go ahead and cancel you. And just tell you to attack. We still have more of your units arriving. Your guys are still arriving. Ah, we don't have anyone up there. Well, I guess that's your arena then. And off go the tanks. Bearing in mind that these are incredibly quick tanks. They're basically light tanks wearing medium armor. And their entire goal is just to go roaring off into the Great Plains and then just whoosh. Yeah, Canada's putting up more of a fight than the US is, to be honest. Although these guys have not yet started to push because they're still trying to get their planning prep. And you lot, I think, are going to get left behind by the tanks if you don't do something now. Likewise. If we get held up somewhere, then we get held up somewhere. Tanks are going to massively outrun their supply lines to kind of a ridiculous level, I suspect. The tanks are like a dog visiting a leash-free park for the first time, no longer limited by the small size of Japan. They can finally zoom freely across America. Yeah, I know there's a duplicate partner, just forget it exists. I have used it in the past. Right. You lock and go. Now Canada should feel our wrath. Yeah, we want to get over to this side of the Rockies. Get into Colorado. Yeah, I thought that was Denver. 3 supply hubs in a row. Grab those and then we're golden. Let's actually have you centralize your attacks a little bit more. And yes, you lot should definitely attack. Down to there. And I'm going to assign you lot to that. And there is no way that you need 13 divisions there. Alright, so now we've taken Victoria. And we're into the Great Plains. And now supply is going to catch up with us again. Although we need to connect those supply hubs. Man, just the sheer pace of these guys is crazy. Past Mordred did a very good job designing these tank divisions. I mean, they're more motorized than tank. But it's doing its job. Last year's Mordred was on a roll. Last year's Mordred was definitely on a roll. Alright, let's keep on concentrating. Keep on extending these units to support. It's definitely these guys who have stalled the most. It's those Canadians. Tenacious. Canada. America. Canada. America. And you know what? Let's be doubly audacious. Yeah! Not really a pocket, because Mexico can save them. Agent was killed. That's irritating. Wasn't the amazing 4-star level 2, though. You are skewing that up. Oh, it was the last one. Okay. It's the newbie. The newbie died. You know what? I think that 14,000 spare planes, not enough. We need more. And actually, judging by this, it's true. I think part of the problem is we just don't have enough air bases. And it is time to start dishing these guys out. These close air support don't have orders. Whoops. Right, now our air cover is kicking in properly. It's better. And in fact, what I think I'm going to do is we're going to set up where's the close air support? There they are. Alright, so who needs more close air support? I think pretty much everyone does. I want to have everyone on, say, 400 of each. Because we definitely have enough planes. The problem's going to be air bases. And thank you for the reminder about duplicating. Definitely useful. One more. And then we need one more double plane. Which we'll do out here. Tanks have more, but it's the tank, so I kind of don't mind. Okay, there we go. We should now be able to secure overwhelming air superiority pretty much everywhere. And here we go. This little cutoff is blitzing. And then once you guys have done that, how about you go and do that? And occupations. Let's take a look at this real quick. Australia still needs martial law. Malaya. Possibly military. No, martial law. British Raj can almost certainly come down. Burundi. Cameroon. Central African Republic. Chad. Congo. Canada. They're too polite to offer any major resistance. Dutch East Indies need to have a bit more discipline. Eritrea, civilian. Ethiopia, civilian. Gabon, civilian. Iran. Iran is just about okay where they are. Iraq. Secret police? No. Governor? Governor. New Zealand. Marshal. Philippines. Governor? Governor. China is actually reaching some pretty high levels of collaboration at this point. Rwanda. Civilian. Civilian. South Africa can stay as marshal. Tahiti. Totally chill. Mexico. Governor. Secret police. Local police. Local police. United States. Marshal. Zaire. Civilian. Then after this, I want it all sorted by resistance, please. And that should do. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of people working on occupations, but remember, my occupation forces are actually Chinese. So any manpower I'm losing at the moment isn't my manpower. That's another reason I have so much manpower. Although we lost 158,000 in the last year. Then equipment, it's not like I have any major shortages. Carry on. Okay, this... What the hell's happening here? This guy is now full. My entire garrison army is completely fully manned. It's 363 divisions. That's a few. Oh, speaking of which... Hey buddy, I got some new conquests I need you to protect. Thank you. That's true, there must have been some naval battles going on. Haven't seen anything yet. You guys have got experience, so you're clearly doing something. I think I might try and be a little audacious and just cut off Canada. Go. Canada really is the one that's putting up the resistance here. I think it's mostly to do with attrition, however. That's a full army right there. So what I think I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to cancel your orders. I'm going to cancel your orders. I'm going to give you an order which is Marshal front line attack. I'm going to make your colour right now blue. Go. The only one that's separate are the tanks because I still want to micro them. And I think just to save myself headaches later on, this is going to completely ruin the invasion for a little while, but once it's organised we should be in a much better position. Oh, not you. Prepare. Marshal front line. Take the east coast. Go. Now there's going to be a little bit of movement around, especially over here, as we balance out the amount of attrition we're taking in the north, and then we should start taking Canada more quickly as a result. So does the sun never set on the land of the rising sun? Pretty much. A little bit surprised that you guys haven't made any moves. Like, at all. So you could. Very easily. Okay, down there, maybe not so much. But all of this you can, and that's going to give me more supply. Not that that supply is really the issue here.